I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today, September 7th, Thursday, 2023. So we had this expected bullish day on the weak side. I was going to mention yesterday that it could be more like an indecisive day, the way it looked. I was looking for strength to come up and seal up that candle, even come higher. I mean, we're trying to shoot up here. So the higher highs and higher lows did ended up panning out, ended up buying in that same gap that we discussed. Show you a couple of trades in a second. So you see here that we made that low yesterday. We ended up getting out yesterday of that trade, closed. All right, then the price opened up here. Asia came down. So look over here on the 5-minute, price didn't come above this high. It was setting it up for liquidity, and then coming down to retrace. This fib was first here. You should have. I'm not awake yet. Retrace down here, right into the gap again, right here at the 61, pretty much. We end up getting this bounce back up. So the opens here, this is a fake move, and this is a fake move, and it's speakering out. So you got to see how it's speakering out. That's the manipulation, and we're changing directions, right? So they make a higher low, higher high. And if you notice in London, if you already have this high, this is really suspect. You got liquidity down here. That's why I told you at 9:30 yesterday, I watched yesterday's video, so it makes sense. Wherever 9 o'clock is going to be, pretty much, we're looking for some confluence to take buys for sure. Me, I'm ready at 8:30. Past 8:30, price shoots down here with this candle. All right. And then after news, price comes down, takes out this liquidity. We have this gap sitting here. Look at the bodies closing. Perfect opportunity to buy. Where am I taking this buy? I want to make a new higher high. Come and take out this liquidity. And we have this gap sitting here. Comes right to the 50%. I tried to screenshot this one and after closing it, but I was pissed off because I missed my target take profit that I wanted to take. I let it come down too much. And then by the time I got into this trade down, I was already down here. So this is the fucking reason why I don't want to take screenshots, and just being honest. Or dealing with this. One day I'll do live, but I don't really want to do that now. No reason to. But I'm telling you what's happening, the day before, So as you see, when the price comes down, it comes back up. The price starts to get controlled here and creates a pattern of a speaker. So it makes this high. This is shift here, up here, and we come down, then we come up. And then you're going to say, oh, well, if you had your fib from here to here, right, and it went up, you would think that I would put a fib from here to here, all right, and then continue a buy. Yes, perfect world. But in a non-perfect world, you're going to see manipulation. So what do you get here? So I'm over here at 8:30, benefit of being in the New York session. Price is already here, okay? So I stretch this out, all right? And look where it comes down to. Comes below a 70. But what's more important, if I didn't have a fib, if I didn't have what time of the day it was, all right, what would be more important to me? Well, it would be sitting here on the bottom of this gap. All right, and we've taken this liquidity, so that's a big deal. This buy is gonna come. We're trying to go up, right? The price is slowly going up, not in the way you want it, but in the way it ends panning out. That's why I didn't want to hold the move today for some big stretch. I was hoping a bigger day range, but we didn't get it. So, and I'm very glad that I didn't just hold from here to here and be done, because I would have been pissed of all this extra money that I'm normally used to getting. And yes, I would like to keep holding positions, but I don't got time for that. For me, I move quick and I'm able to take out, look at this, buy, sell, buy. I tell you this every day. It's a bullish day. So buy, sell, buy. That's my strategy. What's the fourth one? Was this sell. Now, when the price retraces all the way back, and this is a tight range day, and you understand that this is creating a speaker, so generally when we take out this high, it'll retrace deeper than normal. Instead of this 50 that I would have normally liked in a general world, but because of the way we're shifting and they're keeping the ranges tight on for the reason that when you buy, they try to wipe you out by selling all the way down deeper. And what's another reason why when you take this sell, you're looking, this is a range in itself. So I've identified this range from here to here. This is very obvious range. So I don't give a fuck what this thing's doing, but I'm looking at here from A to B, retraces back, goes underneath 79. But where does it really go to? Well, I got in early at 9 o'clock. Okay. So we get a retracement right there, 9:20, and it's on a smaller time frame. It's clear. You get a retrace back for the buy at 9:30 specifically. This thing is always blocking, dude. You can see when the wicks pull back on these bullish candles. That was one of the entries I'm going to show you. But if you did not catch it here, right? So at the 9:30, you still could have caught this, and it would have been from over here. And then price shooting up, shooting all the way back. Where does the price go? Not only does it come to 50% of this gap, right? But it also comes back below the 930 price wick low, which is where we opened from, which is where I would have normally caught this trade. And sure enough, the trade comes right back to me. And as you see, when we take the buy here, all right, the buy comes right up to where we would have took the sell. Right, so this is what we call a shakeout, but this is more of a speaker shakeout. The day is generally a shakeout day, but not as bad as another shakeout day where it would, like, if we made this high here and then we came all the way down here, like that would be a really more of a consolidating slash type of day, and heavy manipulation. But we would trade accordingly. But these are the ideas that you have, and this is how you become successful at it. So remember, this is this blue shaded box here. This was the daily imbalance with the two purple lines yesterday, but has been changed to that. So what I'm looking for is, that's why when I took this buy here, I was taking it here, and it did come up in here, but this is still getting referred to. The algorithm, the prices when it gets printed is referring back. Look, it's bouncing back in between this daily imbalance that's already been used and this gap that's previous strong gap, as you remember us mentioning, from that gap right here, and so on, right? So there's that daily imbalance inverted. It's a little one right here, little one right there. It's blue. You can barely see it, I guess, but the goal is to go above it and eventually turn into support. So anyways, price, these are targets as well. So price goes right to it. Look at the body right there of the candle. Look, it stops right there on a dime, retraces. Okay, comes back up, comes there. The bodies are sitting in here, retraces. And even if I drag this out, just so you can see the rest of the flow, we take this buy above. We want to make what? This is A to B to C. A new range is from A to B and to C. Look at 50% sitting here. So here's what happens. I take the buy for a new range. Now the price is coming up slowly, makes that new range. Perfect. And if you look to the left, we are inside that up candle on a 15-minute. So deep supply there. But our intention is breaking above this. So I'm really bullish, obviously. Been saying it, right? So, but look at the detail. Look at the besides this daily imbalance, underneath is a little other gap. See this gap right here? This little one? You can't really see it. You can see it? See that? See this little gap right here? Watch how the price, we go to this gap, then we go to this gap. Then we come up, we're inside here, and then it retraces back to that gap. Holds, look at these higher highs, higher lows. This is that leg, boom, finale. All right, retrace. Now I take this sell. Purpose of this sell is, yes, I want it to come to the 50, but it might not do it on my time, or it might take me out. Meaning this might not be the final range here. It might bounce back up more where I have to drag it up to here and then wait for a retrace back to the 50. So I didn't know if this price was going to come up or come down. By this time of the day, I want to be done. You don't want to be, you don't want to keep trading. I'm not trying to be right. At this point, I don't know. I knew exactly if it was going to buy here, buy here, and sell here. But from here, I don't know. And I know it's going to sell from here a little bit. So it comes to 38. And then it's almost at the 50 of this. I'm like, okay, they're going to buy it again probably, but I'm probably right. It's probably going to come lower and get to under my 50 level and hit this gap again. Sure enough, that's what ended up happening. But I don't want to find out. I've already had great trades. I'm not trying to keep over trading. I'm not even trying to trade past lunchtime. So here's the thing. Lunchtime comes up here, stretches it out by 11:25. The sell happens. All right. And then this is lunch. So a lunch can consolidate, and I was hoping it would consolidate and just go up. But I know that we have liquidity sitting here plus this big ass imbalance. So I wasn't sure if they wanted to tap that or not. So this is why I'm telling you, these ideas I'm done with. I'm not trying to find out. Look what it ended up doing. Came back up. If I held this sell, it came back up into that block, and then it came lower and came to my 50. That would have been a beautiful sell that I wanted. But at this time of the day, it's over with. Like I can't, like when I took this sell and it was 309 specifically is when I got out. As you can see here, we're down here. I was like, you know what? It might not make it down here. I'm done for the day. I can't sit here and find out. I want to go eat. I want to take lunch type of shit. And I don't want to trade the PM session anyway. Look at this shit. Why wouldn't you want to catch these first, second, and third moves of the damn day? And a fourth one for sure. But I'm not trying to find out anything farther than this. Hope this is making sense for you. So, yeah, man, let me show you the trade real quick. So from here, this is the buy right there. When we hit that bottom, we're sitting on the bottom of that gap. We get our pattern right there. Boom, comes right back in. Now this is where I messed up and I tried to take the profit. It was up here over 7 grand and I was trying to take the profit here, but by the time I'm analyzing and I have to hit Control Shift and 4, I have to stop and look at this at my keyboard, and then I have to come over here and highlight it and all this dumbass shit, and I'm not focusing because this is where I need to be able to focus, especially if you look to the left here on the screenshot, you see it's sitting 50% of that gap like on the head. You know what I'm saying? So like this thing is sporadically moving, and I'm on a 10-second as well, not just this 30-second. So I start getting, you know, a little crazy. So I wasn't able to screenshot the sell, but here's the buy, first buy coming up. Very logical. Then the next trade here. So I don't get to show you, oh, this is the entry here. Sorry. This is the entry that you see first down here at the bottom of this red gap. And this is what the thing was having, the indicator was having issues again. So I didn't have it exactly on this level, but here I had to manually highlight it because I knew this was the right level. And this is where the entry actually started at 857. No, not 857. Like 855 or whatever the hell. And then this was the result of that trade, right? So backwards here. All right. So then the next trade here. So this trade, the sell, again, this is where I would have liked to catch the trade. Ended up getting it here. Was pissed off and didn't mess with it. But I screenshot it for my mindset. And then where we're taking it right to that 830 right here. This is where 830 pops up. Comes down first and pops up, and then you want to take this sell all the way down here. You start to get your 3 drives here. Oh, and also you see the 3 drives here on the buy. 1, 2, 3. Time to get the hell out, right? Take that first buy out, and you're done. All right, and then confirming with those 3 drives. Same story coming down. You got 3 drives here, and then from here. You want to take out the profit, but I took it to an 830 because it loves to come to that time and then reverse. So this is just a judgment call, and this is my my decision, right? And it's okay because you're getting profit. And then if you took this buy right here, I wouldn't have been mad at you, because I did, and took a loss here because it had the 3 drives. Then the price came down one more time. I said, okay, we're coming to the 50. We're going to take out New York's buy, which I'm going to show you now. I'll try to make this easy, man. I'm just going to keep it at a 30-second. Right there. See right there, that low? Real quick, go right to it. See how it pops right down and it taps that block right there? That would have been the entry if I didn't take it lower here. See, you see how the gap is now here? It was supposed to be here. I don't know what the hell's, but look in this screen. You see how the gap is exactly the same level at the low, but over here it's moved up. I don't fucking know why this indicator is doing that, man, but you know, whatever. So so yeah, that's the pullback at the then you see the 3 drives that you take the profit. You're taking this sell here, you get 3 drives up, even up here, get 1, 2, 1/3 one even there, right? You know, that's for more confirmation. But anyways, price coming down. All right, and if you took this buy, it's okay, it's in the model. Take a loss, boom. Down here you get 1, 2, 3 as well. On a 1 minute you can actually see 3 drives as well. Where was it? No, it wasn't on this time frame. It was on a lower time frame, but I think it was on a 10-second. Let me go to a 10-second. I want to be done with this, dude. Jesus. You can see here there's 4 of them, or there's actually 3. Yeah, that's right. It was 3. 1, 2. These are equal, and 3. See that? See 1, 2 equal, 3 pops down. All right, and then this is a momentum buy right here because the candle closes above and then another one closes above and no price actions in between. When this candle closes, you want to push the buy button. This is a sign of strength, and sure enough, they won't let you get in, right, type of thing. And let me go back here. So you can see the strength there. Sometimes you could put a buy stop if you're buying right above there. And if you're fucking around here and you feel like there's going to be some big volume come in or some movement, then that's a nice trick right there. And then stop loss obviously underneath there. So where are you taking this? This is the buy here for the second. This is the buy, sell. Now this is the 3rd trade, which is the buy, which generally I would like to hold for it. I have trouble sometimes trying to hold it, you know, for, I try to keep in mind and tell myself, make sure you hold the 3rd one the longest, or the real second buy the longest, because this is the one that stretches for the day, right? So you're picturing how the day candle is going to look like, right? Anyways, take it above here. See, even when it was retracing, I wasn't worried about it. Even when it came up here and didn't take out that high, notice how it came to that entry right there. That's not a coincidence. But then when it even retraced back here, I knew we were buying. I knew 100% we were still making higher prices. So from this range, from here to here, I don't count it because it hasn't broke this high. So even when it retraced, you can see here, I screenshot it here. I take the money right here. Actually, I let it go a little bit more and then had another drive up. But I want to learn from my lesson to take the money. So it's not easy for me to screenshot and take the money and then fucking take an entry at the same time, right? So I'm not here to please anybody, but I also have to watch and take care of myself and make sure, you know, I do things right. So but to show you, here goes 3 drives, 1, 2, 3. So generally a good time to get out, and you're above this liquidity. I'm counting the drives after it gets above here. So that's super game for you. And then once that price comes up here, it comes up one more time, and then it gives you 3 drives here. 1, 2, 3. 3rd one here, boom. When it's equal like that, I'll still consider this as a drive and I'll take this sell. And then where am I taking this? This is where, as you can see, I've got the fib already identified. So remember, I also have to put a fib and I have to identify that. So it's like, there's some other things that I'm also doing. That's why I don't care about fucking screenshots. All right. So I'm saying it that way. But where am I taking this? I told, like, I've already identified this and I knew it would come down here, but there was a chance that it wouldn't come down here, and it also wouldn't be on my time. I'm not trying to trade too late. So anyways, this is, I take this trade here, right there. That's the entry right at that candle, because I know what I'm doing. Specific each candle. I hope you're watching these candles. You're not lost in the sauce here, but and then it came down to a 38. I was happy with this, and I had to get out. And I wanted to be done. I wanted to go to lunch and shit like that. And sure enough, as you see, what did we do from this last price? We ended up doing all this. We ended up doing this. Took the profit here, remember? Retraces. It would have squeezed you out. Maybe it took you out. Who knows? What did it do? Came down, came to that 50. Took that liquidity, took that 50, took that out, and pretty much sitting at the bottom of that daily imbalance. And I saw this as buys. When this popped up again, I saw this as a possible sell too. And when I saw this as a possible buy. And generally, we want to look, at the end of the day, it's going to be a big retracement and then coming back. You got all this structure inside these legs, right? But I don't want to sit through this, and I don't want to find out if I'm wrong, dude. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to take this profit and be consistent. So even when it popped up here and came back, if it was going to buy again, wouldn't this be a great place to buy from again? Look at this. Boom. Then shakes out all the way up here. If you took the buy here, you could have stretched it and got this. But see, listen, I'm not trying to play their PM game. You get what I'm saying? So this is how I find my success, right? So, I mean, I'm walking with these motherfuckers, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, very amazing skill, and very happy with this analysis and how everything is, consistently rolling. But the decisions you got to make, I'll make a video one day on like psychology and like the whole big picture of, the mistakes you got to stop making and all that. But that's where the success starts kicking in. But you got to mark your chart. You got to take these trades, and you got to be willing to take a loss. Not a big deal, So anyways, that being said here, let's see. You also had dollar made a new high. See that? So they're still reaching up here. So I don't know if they're gonna want to come up more and close a body there. But this high today does tap that gap. So we're looking for dollar to start retracing. I said watch out for it peaking. And look here, dollar peaked up here, 8:45 to 10 o'clock. You see that peak above or up on dollar? That was us peaking down to come up. And this was selling, but as you see, it's still here. It's not like it's broke down yet. So the reason why I'm saying that is because what are we going to end up doing? Well, we've identified this range here to here. Does London kind of pop up here and then come down, and I wake up, and it's like, let's just say it honors this range right now and it's deep enough and it goes up. Well, it's going to come up, and then I'm going to wake up to probably buying again in New York tomorrow, right? And it might be landing back on this, or it might be landing back on this. Who knows? Do they open up and start coming and retracing down lower into here then to buy? I don't know. But as you see here on the 15-minute, the Asia and London, when it opens up, that fake move up, down, fake move up, fake move down. Speaker, you see that speaker forming from here to here to here to here, and then from here to here to here. See that? See that? This is a very common pattern. So that's why it was a tight range. When it pops up, it can retrace deep here. That's explaining that. But the ultimate goal is to break out of the speaker this way to the top side. So, but I don't know how. Are they going to drop it one more time with some news back into that imbalance tomorrow and then buy? Just so you know, like I said yesterday, 9:30, I'm going to be buying, period. If it wants to retrace a little bit lower first at 9:30 to like take some liquidity or fake a move, fine. But I'm letting you know I'm still buying at 9:30. You get what I'm saying? And then next week, we have CPI on Wednesday. That CPI data is going to drive this bitch all the way up here. Guaranteed. Oh, tomorrow's Friday too. So you definitely know we're looking for Friday buys. All right. I'm hoping a massive bullish Friday. to be honest with you. I'm hoping for that. If not, we're getting it next week for the CPI. But as you see, we're going to just higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is what you're going to see right now. So they might want to retrace first and then come back up, but you're constantly buying. All right. And then that was dollar. And then this higher low with Dow was also giving the signal for us to buy, while they had, we had a cracking correlation and beautiful confirmation as well. All right. So you guys, until tomorrow, take care and God bless.